Hey, thanks for checking out Live on Tape Delay, episode 525. In Western New York, I'm Chris Wilson, along with Jim Wurgis. On the other end of the internet, John Rabeens Raycroft and Ralph Fiasco.
Let's dive right in. No chit-chat needed. We debate the worst band name ever. Spoiler alert, it's not Desecrator. Discuss the most underrated metal albums of all time. Spoiler alert, it's not Load from Metallica. And we discuss retro gaming memories. On top of that, LOTD Mad Libs, and we try to write some music and fail miserably. So if that's something you're interested in, stick around. We have an episode for you.
The Cliff's Notes there don't do this episode justice. Please listen. Please give us your time. Please listen the entire commute to work. We promise it'll be worth it. Here's 525. Enjoy. Here, don't you think? Maybe I don't have connection. Maybe I'm just talking to myself. It's very possible. We're finding out. This is going swimmingly. Oh, there it finally works. Was I the only one having issues with this?
Oh,
no.
My entire thing was not working, so.
Yeah, I got error messages on Discord I've never seen before. It was like popping up camera issues, but not on my camera, on y'all's cameras. I'm like, that shouldn't be a thing. I don't understand.
I just need a factory reset this computer.
Yeah, this is my older one, so I'm already like just babying it. The one I've got out here in the garage. The one that I have in the house, I think is developing a fan issue because it sounds like there's water gurgling in it. And I think it's just the fan, like off the, yeah. So it'll just, there's your ASMR. So
my mic has reached the point where when I turn it on, I immediately have to open the activity monitor and start force quitting things just so it'll boot correctly. So
yeah,
I think I need to do some serious maintenance here.
So on that note, patreon.com/live on tape delay. We could use your help here.
Help us get some new computers.
Something. Anyway, what's new?
My computer is broken.
Somewhere. That if that story ever resurfaces, I will read it live as we are.
I think we'll write music to it, perhaps.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah, I will. We'll do something with it.
All right. I don't remember most of it.
Fellers?
Nothing.
Fellers.
I'm glad it's warm enough to be in the garage again. I'm sorry for anybody that doesn't like the echo in their ear holes, but fuck off. I mean, we love you.
It's supposed to be 84 here tomorrow. What a change.
I heard high 80s-ish tomorrow. So yeah, that's considering it snowed a week and a half ago. People just wandering in. They'll join at some point. I don't know here.
That's ridiculous.
I think only the left ear works on those, so good luck.
He could just sit in the end and we don't need to look at him.
Oh, no.
Don't the headphones in the end work?
No, those were his that he brought, that he didn't bring this time.
Oh. Gotcha.
So this time he's using Ben's that are half broken. So there you go.
That's cool. He'll only hear the good half of us.
Yeah.
These smell.
My headphones are held together with a zip tie.
And they have been for almost a year now, I think. So that's all right. Nothing wrong with that.
So strong.
Patreon, help us get headphones and pewters.
Yeah.
Headphones and pewters. That could be a good song.
Let's write it down. Anyway, yeah, I've got nothing really new to report other than, yes, the weather is nice.
Great.
So that way we can dive right in.
Because we have an action-packed episode, 525. Take it or leave it.
Don't leave it. Take it.
Take it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right. What do we got? We're diving in.
What are your thoughts here? And this is up for debate. At any genre, worst band name ever. Throw some things out, and then we can discuss, further. And you're not limited to one.
One of the ones that I'm not necessarily a fan, it's a band I've only recently come across, oddly enough, and then I see a pop-up on the socials that our buddy George is opening for them. The Genitorturers. It's just,
I think that's a great name.
It's just tough
I
to
saw
say.
you listening to them on Spotify today, and I was like,
yeah, but it's
and
like,
I was like, oh, George is opening for them.
I hadn't even known that yet. I saw that later when I got home, and it was like pops up, and I was like, wow, I know that now. I felt like I was on the in crowd, but yeah, it was they popped up in rotation a while ago. I was like, all right.
I don't know. I think a bad name makes it so that you expect something completely different than what it sounds like.
All right, who are you thinking?
I don't know. I don't have anything.
Oh, God damn it.
The first one that comes to mind for me is one that's just annoying to say. And I don't know how to say it still. It's either pigs, 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 or pigs times 7.
I think you got to say all the pigs.
I think you do too.
Yeah, right there. That confusion annoys me, but I like their music.
Yeah, I think it has to be pigs, 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 and you have to count them out on your hands.
Right.
As you do
I
that.
can't remember how many times I'm saying that in my head. That's a daunting task.
Yeah, and God forbid you only say 6 pigs, because then that could be a whole different band. And people
Exactly.
are like, oh shit, you only like pigs times 6? Fuck them, they suck.
Yep. But what if you say the 8th one and then you're off into like, oh, now you're a, whatever genre they're in.
Oh, that's true. All right, you've got
What
to
do you
have something
think
in your
about-
main. Yeah.
What do you think about Cemetery Rapist?
Nothing.
I mean,
Good, bad. That's what?
Sounds like a death metal band or grindcore or something like that. Like I kind of picture exactly who they are and what they sound like.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't wear the shirt probably out in public, but maybe I'd listen
I'd
to
probably
it.
listen to a song or two of theirs.
What about We Butter the Bread with Butter?
I like it.
That just sounds lazy, though. It's like we need
That's
another noun. Let's just use butter again. Like I don't.
It's-
Well, no, because
it's like
one's a verb. So
It's like a math rock or a Midwest emo band. I've definitely listened to their music.
okay.
What about
Can you spell that, please?
exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point?
That's it. Okay. I say that's a little pretentious, but I don't hate it. It's bad for marketing.
Yeah, it's not going to get you anywhere.
Yeah.
I can't picture what genre that is. There's like at least 5 different possibilities that immediately come to mind.
I'm feeling
not sure which one.
ska. Off the top of my head, ska.
But I could also imagine like some weird like techno offshoot genre that's some weird
like indie
inspired.
dance something.
I want it to be because if it was like a techno band, they would spell out exclamation point, but it would be
Right,
spelled
you're right.
with like numbers in it.
You're right.
Okay. We got anything else on that list?
All right. What about the?
I like
who?
I think that's clever. I like the.
No, the.
Yeah, the.
The.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. It sounds like
that one.
it's an indie band or a punk band or an indie punk band. I've seen their record at a random coffee shop somewhere.
Yeah.
What about 30 Odd Foot of Grunts? Which
That's
is
just-
Russell Crowe's band, by the way.
30 odd. What is it? 30 odd.
30 Odd Foot of Grunts.
Sounds Australian.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
It's like a generic kind of like dad rock band.
I don't know.
That's what I imagine.
Yeah. That's again just confusing, not grammatically correct. So
They want to be the Counting Crows, so they can't quite figure out how to get there.
yeah.
A band name I really liked back in the day was Test Icicles.
Clever play on words.
Some other ones we got here. Diarrhea Planet. This would be a good one.
I have actually listened to that band, I think. If that's a real band, I've listened to a band with a similar name.
Again, I don't hate the names, but I
Garage
wouldn't
punk.
wear the shirt.
Yep, I have listened to them actually.
Someone Still Loves You, Boris Yeltsin.
It's a good
That's a
one.
little on the nose.
Is that like an emo band?
Yeah, indie.
Yeah, I've listened to them.
Half Man, Half Biscuit.
I like that one. I don't know.
I can't picture that one.
All right. A Place to Bury Strangers.
I've listened to them.
I think that's a solid band name, actually, depending on the genre.
All right. There's one that I just can't pronounce and is too many letters.
Act it out.
I'm just going to skip that one. But yeah, that's it. Hairy Pussy.
I mean, again, another one on point. Probably
Punk
wouldn't
band?
wear the shirt. But
I would assume a punk band.
Fair enough.
no,
Noise rock.
Christian rock. Interesting.
No.
Those Baptists, let me tell you. Anyway,
I don't know. I thought, yeah, so there you go. There's some band names. Like them or not, maybe they have some good music.
yeah, I can appreciate the cleverness of some of them. That's the thing. Like whether it's a good band name or not, like marketing, like yeah, it can cause problems. But all right, you can get away with a lot as a band. We spelled Access Denied incredibly improperly, but it was perfect.
I'm just embarrassed with how many of those bands I've actually listened to.
The more you know.
Got them on vinyl.
Transition here. In your opinion, what is one of the most underrated metal albums of all time?
This is where I have to defer to you three, really, because if
I've got mine.
I've heard of it, it's not underrated at all.
I know my answer. Locked in, ready to go.
Go for it.
Somewhere in Time, Iron Maiden.
I think, no, I was thinking Seventh Son.
It's a great album. There's so many great things on it. It's more of the more on their progressive side, I would say. But like the Loneliness of the Long Distance Runner, fantastic song.
That's a good jam.
That's amazing. It's a fantastic album, and people hate on it because it doesn't fit in with like, their more popular albums. It's not necessarily that sound, but it's a fantastic sound on its own.
All right, that's fair.
Pretty good.
What do you got? I'm looking around the room because I got nothing on this one.
I don't know.
No albums hanging on the walls to
Not in
refer
here.
to?
No. If anything, it's I only have the overrated ones.
Fair enough. What would be a good album?
I don't think Injustice for All is underrated, but everyone, makes fun of the production, but I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's an underrated
No,
record.
it's not underrated.
Yeah, I guess maybe I'm just having a hard time like defining, or I'm overthinking what underrated is. Like, yeah, the ones that get hate, but they're actually pretty good.
Like Somewhere in Time.
Yeah, that's a good example, I think. But it also doesn't mean I can come up with one.
I mean, Swan Song from Carcass is a good one.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's what I would say would be my choice. I think it's an album that maybe was just, a little bit of a departure from what you expect, and then I'll get underrated based on that. Just like Somewhere in Time. So
Yeah. All right. By that
Swan
criteria.
Song by Carcass, I think, is a solid. It's got a lot of solid tracks on there, and it doesn't get the love it deserves.
All right. What's yours? I know you got one in your pocket, Rob. You're just waiting.
I don't.
Oh, really?
But
Open discussion. Wow.
I am gonna go out on a tangent here and pick "Building Rome" by Mercury Rising.
I don't know if I've ever listened to that album.
I don't know. I'm familiar. Yeah.
There you go. That's because it's underrated.
Okay. All right. But you're saying
is
it's good, but nobody's heard it.
That is correct.
Okay. All right. I'll have to add it to the rotation.
People should have heard it. People, you can't.
Oh,
I've got an endless
Do you
list.
own a physical copy? It's not on the
considering I've
streaming
never
services.
heard
That
of
is
it.
how underrated it is.
Oh.
Okay, I see.
All
I
right.
see.
Well,
That's,
if that's now the criteria, Desecrator,
Oh, you got
death
something now?
after death.
Oh, that's what I picked for bad
Never
band
rated.
name.
Never rated.
Also,
It was
Desecrator, negative progress. Not on the
naming all my
streaming
favorite albums.
Not on the streaming service. Underrated. Anyway,
That's right.
all right.
Oh, also, as a runner up to that, Jugulator, Judas Priest, my favorite Judas Priest record. The only album to not feature, well, not the only album, but the first record to not feature Rob Halford.
I liked that. I liked that album.
Tim Owens. Yeah, a lot of people don't, especially Judas Priest fans.
Just because
Also,
Rob's not there.
one more. Van Halen 3. The only record with Gary Cherone. Give it a listen. It's pretty good. He's the best Van Halen vocalist.
Which one was? I don't even.
Third one.
No. Yeah. That's there. It is. There it is. What was on it that I would know?
It's not the third album. Nothing. It's
nice
underrated.
Try. Oh, so underrated or crap? Like, but you're saying it's good. It's not. It's not.
It's good.
It's not crap for. Nobody's heard it.
Do you like
for all the wrong reasons? That's what you're saying.
Do you like Gary Cherone?
I don't mind Gary Cherone. He's got some pipes.
Do you like Eddie Van Halen?
Oh, sure.
Put them together.
Alex is really my hero, though.
Oh, fair enough.
See, and he was there the whole time.
Yeah,
so
he's still on it. He's still on it.
Okay, good. I can listen to it.
I think it may be the last album with Michael Anthony, though.
Oh,
before he gets replaced by Wolfgang.
All right. Well,
so
maybe I'll check it out.
Check out Jugulator.
That one I am familiar with, actually.
Van Halen 3. There you go. Cathedral Spires is one of the best metal songs ever written.
That's on Jugulator?
Yes, it is.
We're going deep dives now.
Not on streaming services. You'll have to go to the YouTube.
Oh, man.
Not the YouTube music, the YouTube.
That's right.
Yeah, and it's just some dude
YouTube
playing it off his...
pull in a YouTube video.
Some dude playing it off his CD player up to his phone. That's what it is.
Yep.
There was a version on Spotify that was Jugulator as this one track, and it was just the whole album. I was like,
really?
I don't know, listen to it.
All right.
Yeah. I don't use Spotify anymore. So
why is that
too
not
bad?
On streaming services? Is there a reason?
Because Judas Priest is ashamed at how good it is that they don't want it to get out how good they could have been had Ripper just remained in the band.
Oh, okay. So that's the conspiracy we're going with? I mean, the facts that we're going with?
I see.
Yeah.
They were pretty successful after him, too, though. You got to admit that.
But they might have been more successful.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know. We'll never know. In a parallel universe, there's a Judas Priest with Ripper that continued on.
And people came around to it and eventually liked it.
What about dual vocals?
Bring him back like Halloween did.
Those two would be interesting.
Yeah, Halloween, they got 3.
Yeah. Robin. Yeah, I think that would work.
Robin Ripper, that would be an interesting. Ooh. That would be it almost becomes like Amaranth at that point because the styles are so totally different. It would just be like mid song. You're like, wait, what happened? I'm not saying it would be bad, but it would be interesting.
I think there's potential.
Yeah, I vote for it. You heard it here first.
There you go.
So if it happens,
check those out.
We need a finder's fee.
Check out Building Rome, Modern Cathedral. You'll like one of those 3 albums, and if not, shame on you. They're underrated, damn it.
Exactly. And not for any good reason. Another beer before we move on.
Next up.
Doesn't mean we have to stop.
Okay. Well, it does, because now he can't hear us. I mean, so now we can just talk shit about him, I guess. But he'll, I guess, edit this. Or he won't edit this.
He won't edit
he'll
this.
Never know.
This is too far in. This is a couple minutes in.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you see what I did? I brought him one because I'm a nice fucking guy.
Oh, thanks. I'll drink it.
That's nice. That's not what we were saying, but
I don't give a fuck what you're saying.
I was just saying how nice
I gotta listen to this shit later.
You won't. That's all we know.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Moving on.
Yeah, there you go. Moving on. Next up, in the future, when there is an LOTD biopic, who do you think would play you?
The interesting part of this for me is I immediately came up with you 3 and then had a slightly hard time with myself. So I went to the internets, believe it or not, to not really the internets, to some people call them text threads, and polled some people to see, because I had a couple ideas for myself. But it's not, I don't know, it sounds braggy, it sounds whatever. But the one that was the consensus that I got back that was on my list was Keanu Reeves, based on looks alone, based on the bad facial hair alone. I don't think he could act me, not saying anything against Mr. Reeves' professional acumen, but based on looks alone, that's what I got.
I have one clarifying question.
Play the hell out of you.
You
I
think
have one
so?
very important question for me to provide an answer. Are we assuming that in the future, like the actors look like they do like relatively now?
I think
Yes.
I say
like-
it's timeless.
They can de-age. They can de-age anyone.
Okay, so
And
we're
you can
not
be
we're not
any
having
actor
to like
they're alive.
Any
Okay, so we're not
actor
having to
from any
play, like,
time
an
in their
actor.
career.
okay, we're not having to like recruit an actor
Yes.
that like in the future
No.
they could play. Okay,
Right.
okay, that helps.
All right. Who do you guys think? Because I'm solid on you three. Who do you
For
think?
you, who do I think?
No. Well, who do you think for yourself, Rob? And then we'll go around for that.
And thought of it that way.
I know Rob.
I have mine. I have my answer for Rob. It's already been a meme years and years ago.
Oh,
I'm gonna go Tom Green, 1998.
All right. That's not bad. That's pretty good.
Nice.
Ray, you got anything else on that?
I know where you're going with it now. I had to look it up a little bit, but yeah, Jason Lee.
Yeah, it was hands down immediate.
Yeah, I can see either one of those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Tom Green, yeah, okay. I could see that. Who do you have? You have somebody for Rob?
Steve Buscemi. He's a good Rob.
I didn't think of that.
All right. I mean, I could see him pulling it off. That's more. I think he would act the part more than look the part.
Yeah. No, it'd be like a more handsome
Steve.
Steve Buscemi. Much more handsome.
All right, Ray. Who do you think?
Steve Buscemi.
Who do you think for yourself?
Like, what would so like if I was just to go with like first instinct of like if I were to imagine a movie and who I would want to play me, who I would think kind of looks like me and who I would ideally like to see in that role, I would think like Tom Hardy.
That's actually interesting. I could see him bearding up. You missed. Bearding up. That's a good one. I was a toss up here between the two. Before we do that, who do you got for Ray, Jim?
Oh, I don't know. Go ahead.
Rob, you got one?
Peter Dinklage.
Oh, I can see
that would be interesting. I think he's busting on you a little. I don't know. It was a toss up between.
I didn't think it that way.
It was a toss up between Robert Redford, Jeremiah Johnson era, or Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah, Zach Galifianakis. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I can see that one.
All right.
the other those.
So Jim, we're all in agreement here for Jim, though, right? But who would play you? Jim may be in Jim's agreement.
Helen Hunt.
Fuck! I didn't even see that coming.
I mean,
yes.
Something between Helen Hunt and The Rock.
Oh.
Somewhere in there. But I think Helen Hunt could pull it off.
Helen Hunt. Yeah.
I was based on the 1995 cyber thriller Hackers. You are 100% to be played by Matthew Lillard.
Oh, I can see that. Okay.
Oh, my bad. Oh, close. I was going to say Fisher Stevens.
Yeah, close enough.
I'm sorry. Close. Same movie.
Yeah.
Maybe Helen Hunt would be my stand-in then.
The stunt double.
Yeah.
Yeah, Helen Hunt is the stunt double for Matthew Lillard.
Makes sense.
That makes sense. And you know what? The LOTD biopic is going to have tons of stunts.
But to go back to Chris real quick, because I do have an answer that outside of what you gave for Keanu Reeves.
Okay.
I think Martin Starr.
Ooh, I could be okay with that. Personality-wise, I think he could play me better than Keanu could.
Oh, yeah. I think so.
Yeah. All right. I like that. Now in my head, like, we're going to make this happen. There's no chance in hell we're going to have... Dude, I couldn't get the fucking local theater troupe to play us. That's someday.
I was thinking Johnny Five from Short Circuit. For you.
For me?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's those... it's the... I don't know. I got nothing on that one. Johnny Five, huh? I don't know whether to take offense to that.
It's better than, like, batteries not included.
Dude, that's a fine fucking film. I'm not going to take your shit from that. That was heartwarming.
At least it wasn't the girl from Small Wonder.
Oh yeah, Vicky something. What the fuck was her?
Yeah,
that was the character
Vicky
name,
something.
I think.
Rest her soul.
Yeah.
Wait, why is that coming up? Why is?
Is Short Circuit about like a robot thing?
Yeah, Johnny Five.
Have you never
Johnny
seen
Five.
Short Circuit?
You got to get data. Right?
Also
never
has
seen
Mr.
Short Circuit.
Stevens.
Yeah, I think that was the
Oh my
connection.
God.
Johnny
I
Five
did not
is
know
alive.
this was a thing.
If I'm going to be
Johnny
played by
Five is
anybody
alive.
from Short Circuit, I want to be played by Ali Sheedy.
Fair enough.
Smart.
Short Circuit.
I was thinking more
Science
Ali
fiction
Sheedy
comedy.
Breakfast Club, though.
That could be all right. Or Ali Sheedy Psych.
How have I never heard of it?
Yeah.
Hmm?
There you go.
Let's take
I'm going
take
with
that transition.
movie Corbin
Oh,
Burnson Psych.
Corbin Burnson. Okay. And now we're doing 6 Degrees. I'm going to go Wesley Snipes, Willie Mays Hayes.
Yeah, I think that's who I definitely.
Yeah, I get Wesley
Definitely.
Snipes could play me. I heard he needs the money, so he might
I think
take that
so.
role.
I think Demolition Man. Demolition Man, Wesley Snipes.
It's like a great
Ooh.
movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Classic film. It's not a movie.
Correct.
What's the difference between a movie and a film?
Well, watch Demolition Man and you'll understand.
Yeah, exactly. Now
The
we'll-
Postman, is that what you said?
The Postman is
Yeah,
also a film.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're damn right
I'm
it
going to go
is.
throw up over here. Anyway.
Damn right. I changed my vote. We're all played by Ford Lincoln Mercury.
Wait, wasn't that Wesley Snipes?
Thank you. Game over. I don't think. Maybe.
No, I was going to try to bring Demolition Man through Sandy Bullock back through Speed to Keanu Reeves.
Nice.
We
You
used
did
to
it.
have at
You did it.
holidays.
Well done.
At holidays, we used to have a game of like 50 degrees of James Caan, and we would start with any James Caan movie and bring it all the way full circle, like through Elf, through The Godfather, through blah 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 blah, everything else, who he acted with, and bring it back. I think it usually started with The Godfather.
That's cool.
Bring it back to The Godfather. It would take hours.
I just can't remember stuff off the top of my head like that.
Yeah, I'm bad at this.
It takes a while. I mean, it's not just a
basketball when you should be paying attention to the podcast.
exactly. It's not
Especially
a
when-
zing, zing. Like 15, 20 minutes will go by, and then somebody will have an entry, and they're like, ooh. So, yeah, it's fine.
Our phone's allowed.
I mean, not officially, but really, you're not going to get your pee-pee slapped either if you do. I'll be back in a minute. IMDb, scroll. Yeah, doesn't matter. So is that our final consensus? Keanu Reeves is me. Zach Galifianakis is Ray. Jason Lee is Rob, and Matthew Lillard is Jim.
Book it.
Book it. Send it.
And over
Send
at
it. Seal it.
patreon.com. Sign it. Delivered. I'm yours. Moving on. Let's go back in time.
Who's Ben?
He's not here tonight, so he doesn't get an entry.
Okay.
If he'd have showed up, he'd have had an entry.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
That's how it works. That's
You
right.
you must be present to win.
Correct. What is one of your earliest gaming memories? Whether it's fondly or negative, it doesn't matter. It's something. Like, what is one of your earliest?
Immediately. I got it ready.
All right, hit it, because I'm thinking.
Go for it.
Yeah.
The first thing I ever remember trying to play a game was inserting the floppy disk for the Chippendale Rescue Rangers
Oh, shit.
like MS-DOS game, and having to learn how to do the DOS commands to launch it.
Oh,
so
I
that way,
miss DOS. Oh, I miss it.
that was like the first video game I ever remember playing.
And this is the Chippendales, the Chipmunks, right? Not Chippendales, the
Yeah.
dancers.
Yeah, the Chipmunks. The
Okay.
little
No, they're the dancers.
I wanted to clarify. All right. Mine, I remember, oh, God, I don't know if this is the earliest. I'm sure it's not, but I remember when we got our first Nintendo, like the actual NES. We got it for Easter for some reason. So maybe I'm like, it's the time of year. It's coming out. Easter 1988. and it was the first time I could sit down and play Super Mario Brothers without pumping quarters into it at the bowling alley and making it through World 1-1. I remember finally making it like pass into World 2. This is before you knew about warp zones and all this other bullshit. And like I grinded on this fucking game to get to World 2. Now it's such a, you just know it. You could play it in your sleep. But at 8 years old, 9 years old, whatever it was like, that was revolutionary. I also remember it taking 6 months to complete the original Legend of Zelda. No walkthroughs, no Nintendo Power bullshit. I fucking did it by myself.
I have to this day never beaten the Aladdin game on Super Nintendo. I cannot get past the lava stage.
I'm not familiar with it. I'm sure I played it, but...
No, for me, we used to play games a lot in the 80s on the Commodore 64 at my friend Joe's house. And he had all these floppy disks his dad got from some bulletin board friends that were on there, and he got all the games. So, but I don't know, the one I remember...
F-Tank.
It was just like a text one was Zork, where you just typed in something and said something back, and you had to like try to figure out a story from there. It was ridiculous. And then like Maniac Mansion, we played that.
You have been eaten by a Gru.
I remember, yeah, exactly. And those are the first probably games. But we played a bunch of crap games. He had one copy of Outrun, but instead of the car, it was a wheelchair. Someone had hacked it. And so, yeah, you were in a wheelchair in the Outrun track.
I can go back one further.
That was like
actually
the most like earliest memory of playing games. It was always those strange Commodore 64 games.
I had forgot. I was going console immediately. Before we had a Nintendo, it was the Tandy Coco, they called it, the color computer. You hooked it up like to your TV. It was anyway, but you could put a little side cartridge thing in it. Yeah. It was the Coco 2. I had the 2. I had Super Pitfall, and I remember it was like play with the arrow keys. This is before they figured out like WASD and all that kind of shit. But then I remember like for my birthday or something, I was like, I want a joystick. I got a joystick. I could play fucking Super Pitfall on my little black and white TV that I don't know where this thing came from, but it was old as shit and like nicotine stained. So I think it showed, I think like my grandma bought it at a fucking household sale one time. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm playing the color computer on a black and white TV, 9-inch in my bedroom. Super Pitfall, fucking middle of the night. It was awesome. I forgot all about that. I'm unlocking core shit now. Woo!
Nice. I've got a few. I do remember my older brother having like one of the handheld like football games where the background is stationary and you're just little like guys trying to move up and score.
Yeah.
I
remember. Yeah.
I also had an Atari 2600 and played terrible games like E.T. and Journey, which just should have never been made. Those are terrible.
Great story behind E.T. though, if you look it up.
Yeah. A later story was, we'll skip much further ahead into the 2000s.
Oh, man.
I had an Xbox and you could load music onto it and then those songs would play while you were playing Tony Hawk.
Mm-hmm. You could do that with PlayStation, I think, too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I had all of these songs listed, just random shit, all kinds of crazy shit on it. And then I sold it to some people that were, I think, like customers of Hot Topic when I worked there. And they came in later and was like, man, you got like Britney Spears and all kinds of shit on here. And like, I didn't think to wipe any of that. So that, here I am, the metal guy at Hot Topic, whose Xbox was full of like pop songs that I enjoyed.
That's awesome.
Tony Hawk too. So it was good times.
Whatever. That's what you tell them. Fuck off. Don't judge.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's all good music. I do remember my first time ever modding a game was on Star Siege Tribes, because you could open up the files somehow. I just remember being able to get to like the actual map code and be able to edit like colors and like how dense the hills were and everything. And then your own little offline test server, you could deploy it and actually like see the results of how you're manipulating the game.
Yeah, we used to make our own. Like I remember Wolfenstein 3D. You could make your own backgrounds for the walls and stuff. So we did that.
Oh, really?
And you could change the graphics of all the sprites, all the characters, and it made it super bloody. It was crazy. Like, because it was like 12 frames or something when a character died.
You're right.
And so you could edit them all and then just make it like ridiculous. So we did that. And then we had our Doom level editor for a while.
I remember that existing. I never did it.
But then it got kind of complicated. I don't know what happened, but we did that for a bit. But yeah, Wolfenstein, I remember we could change all the frames. You treat it frame by frame of each character animation. And there wasn't very many for each thing they did. So yeah, that was cool. A long time ago.
I used to I enjoyed trying to like find the hidden things like in games, or like, I don't know, what maybe they're Easter eggs. Like in Super Mario Brothers, I was able to be small with fireballs. I was able to jump on one of the turtles as you're going up to hop on the flag, and you could just get it to keep going over and over again. You just get one ups like over, like
the infinite lives loop.
Like little things like that. Yeah, so I used to love stuff like that, and I think a buddy of mine had a Game Genie, so we used to love seeing what we could do with that too.
Shit. I haven't thought about the Game Genie in fucking 35 years. That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was fun.
Yeah,
I remember.
I don't think kids realize that now. Like, your shit didn't save. Every time you played the game, you started from absolute square one on most of them. That's why the Zelda series was so huge. It was like the first one that had it was like a watch battery in the thing that would hold you could have save data on the console or on the cartridge.
Well, it's like I try to explain to my kid, like Rob was saying with the glitches and stuff. Nowadays, they release a game half done and they keep sending updates. Back then, the game was the game. Yeah, that's what you get.
It was it.
There were no updates.
You know, now it's like,
there was no way to do it.
We'll just release this and we'll just change it all later. No.
Yeah.
You know, that's what made it fun, was all those glitches and random weird things that were in there that they could never do anything about.
Squadrons community. They haven't fixed shit. Anyway.
Well, yeah. See, there you go. It's because that was released just on a floppy disk and they haven't changed it.
Because they said, it was like, here it is. Fuck you.
No. I mean, you only have 1.44 megabytes. Good luck. Go for it.
God. Those were, again, it was just different. It wasn't better. It wasn't worse. It was just different.
Please insert disc 2. Mm-hmm. Please flip over the disc. Yeah.
But it was also like the early days of the internet for a lot of it too. So like I remember playing Gran Turismo 1 or 2, and there was a hack you could do where if you got the a highest powered rally car on Laguna Seca and you hit the wall at just the right way, you could break through the map and then just drive wherever you wanted.
Okay.
But you could only find that on, the early days of the internet forums where somebody mentioned it and you had to go and figure out exactly where it was.
Yeah. Otherwise, you had to wait to maybe somebody wrote it into Nintendo Power.
Exactly.
If you had a subscription or knew somebody that had a subscription. That was the thing.
I knew a guy.
I got a guy.
Or you went to a game store and you read it while you were in there and then went home and tried it out.
Or you called and spent $4 a minute on your parents' credit card to call the Nintendo hotline. Or what the fuck was that called? The Nintendo. They would do walkthroughs and shit. That's, I never did it. But
I saw some documentary about that, and then about the magazine and how you could call and someone who worked at the call center.
Yeah.
And just played the games all the time and it was crazy.
It had the fucking, literally the code manual thing. Yeah, there was some documentary on it. I think we talked about it here.
Yeah.
The first game I played was Minesweeper, and the last game I played was Minesweeper.
Minesweeper?
Yeah.
There you go.
It's good. It's good. If you haven't heard of it, check it out.
I want to break out
after you check out
who?
HelloTVQQ.com.
Oh, yeah. That's another good game.
Anyway, all right. We off of gaming? I could keep going on this.
We're going to play a game.
Oh. Would you like
to
play a game?
Remember the old Mad Libs?
Indeed, I do. I'm actually going to give a shout out to what I'm now referring to our sister podcast, only because I'm on that one too. The Comedy Pickaxe, once a year for the Christmas episode, Bijan does Mad Libs and secretly asks everybody for the parts of speech ahead of time and then only reveals them on the Christmas episode as he fills them in and reads the Mad Lib.
Nice. This will be a bit different, and we'll probably only do it once.
Yeah, and we'll do it right now, though. Okay.
We will do it right now. Okay. So, I need 4 adjectives to describe the 4 of us.
Okay. Just, yeah,
In any
random.
order, I don't know.
Okay. My
Just
first
4
one,
adjectives.
dank.
Bloated.
Ooh, good one. Good one. Ray needs one. Yeah, okay.
You go ahead, Rob. I need some more inspiration here.
Beefy.
Ooh. I mean, we could keep going. Drunk. I don't,
Aspirational.
oh, Jesus. This is going to be great already.
Yeah.
A plural noun.
Hyingens is.
Oh, yeah, hyingens is.
I don't know the plural.
I like that.
Hyingai?
Hyingend. No. Something.
Hyingens. Let's go hyingens.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. A verb action word. That's what a verb is.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know.
Cranking. Oh, does it say like what tense?
It does not.
I would say like I would say crank or cranking or cranked. Something with, having to do with the crank.
A weird hobby.
Oh, Jesus.
Cranking.
That's not weird.
Oh, yeah.
Building blanket forts.
That's not a weird hobby. That's a lifestyle.
It's a career.
A noun.
But there's so many. You do this one. I feel like I've been dominating this.
Go ahead,
Somebody
John.
else jump in.
Name
Yeah.
a noun here, John.
Because I'm just gonna say penis. So
Can't think of nouns.
That's what I was thinking.
Go with that.
just go with penis. Why not?
Yes. All right.
No.
Why not?
An object, something you can stand on.
Penis.
Penis. Yeah, I mean, Jesus.
All right.
Or no,
tense
let's go with
verb.
Jesus. Oh,
Jesus.
yeah, Jesus, something you can stand on. Why not?
Past tense verb.
Past tense verb.
Crucified.
Crucified? I like that. That's good.
All right. We still all got Easter on the brain from a little while ago here.
Yeah.
Another verb ending in ing.
I'm trying to think of something.
Leaking.
We've come up with leaking's not bad. I like leaking.
That's
leaking
good.
is good.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's not like overtly
Yeah.
too much, but it could be. I like that.
Dripping, draining, anything like that could be.
Sopping.
Place.
Yeah.
Arby's.
All right. That's random, but I love it.
We got Arby's on the brain.
The speed at which you came up with that too is great.
Speaking of leaking crucified meat,
Yeah, exactly.
All right. This is pretty short, but here we go.
Am I going to need another drink for this? Oh,
Tonight-
okay. Go ahead.
Tonight on Live on Tape Delay, Dank Ray, Bloated Rob, Beefy Jim, and Aspirational Chris gather around the virtual campfire to discuss high engines, building blanket forts, and that time Rob tried to crank a penis while standing on a penis.
Which time?
It worked so well.
Unfortunately, Ben is crucified and couldn't make it, but we assume he's off leaking somewhere in Arby's.
That's true.
Seems right.
Oh my God.
All right. I think I don't know if another one is going to be anything like that. That was too good.
Oh my God.
there's more.
We're going to try.
Wait, there's more.
Oh.
What? There's not more.
Oh, I thought there was. Sorry.
No.
We're going to do one. We'll do another one.
All right, hold on. I'm definitely going to need more drink for this.
Yeah, we're going to need another one. That was pretty good.
All right.
Cranking a penis while standing on a penis. That's all I have envisioned in my head now.
That's good.
I like it.
It's going to
I
give
didn't
me
know that Ben was actually going to be crucified and leaking meat in Arby's.
That's great.
All right, we got our juices going now. All right.
All right. A brand name.
Labatt.
Bills. Labatt. An adjective. What describes a noun?
Plump.
Ooh, nice.
Plump.
A noun.
Blumpkin.
Blumpkin it is. A verb ending in ing.
Edging.
Edging.
Sorry, I'll let somebody
Another
else
verb.
participate here.
The verb drank.
Okay.
A body part. Not your penis.
Not penis. High engine. Can we reuse high engine?
Vulva.
Let's go
Ear,
cochlea.
toe, cochlea.
Cochlea. Very nice. Where's advanced?
Ooh.
Scientific.
A funny word.
Tootalo.
Oh, shit.
Tootaloo. A number.
420.
37.
I mean, we're all going to do this, right? It's either 69 or 420 because we're children.
Yeah.
37 is
A
my
plural
guess.
noun. The gays. Great. 10.
Jesus Christ.
A past tense verb.
Shrimped.
Shrimped. Another body part. Let's go with your liver.
All right.
An object.
See, some of these are so, there's so many. There's so many. You could,
Makes it fun.
I know. Just a simple object. I don't know. I'm looking at a rifle. A rifle.
Rifle. Put a rifle. A verb.
Inserting.
Ooh.
Asserting.
Inserting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
verb insert.
Yeah.
To insert. The active insertion.
Inserted. Inserts.
Or insert.
To place one object
Verb
inside
insert.
another object.
Mm-hmm.
An animal.
Giraffe.
All right. Giraffes are funny.
Giraffe it is. Day of the week. It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. Yeah.
And a does or doesn't. The hell does that
What
mean?
does that mean?
Doesn't.
Like we just have to pick
Sure.
one?
It doesn't. I don't know.
All right.
Just say
It happens.
doesn't.
A dozen. 12.
All right.
Is it?
I've got two for you.
Okay.
The first one is called the Weird Product Plug.
That's all right. That's the name of our newest product, oddly enough.
This episode is unofficially brought to you by Labatt's new Plumped Blumpkin. Perfect for when you're edging too hard and need to drank your cochlea.
Well,
Use code Toodaloo at checkout to get 420% off your next order of the gays.
Oh my God. Somehow that'll get us sued, but I love it.
That's exactly what it says in parentheses. We are absolutely getting sued.
Oh, all right. Cool. 420% off. Use code
That's
Tootaloo.
great.
Remember.
And the next one here, Rob's unfortunate incident.
Oh boy.
Last week, Rob accidentally shrimped his liver on a rifle while trying to insert a giraffe. Chris said, "That's just a normal Wednesday for Rob." John added, "Honestly, it's weirder when that doesn't happen."
Rob was shrimping, but the giraffe was already dead.
going to you, were we?
As soon as you asked for animal, I knew that was the wrong verb.
Oh my God.
That's pretty
I
good.
was terrified of where that was going as soon as you asked for animal.
Yeah. It's exactly where I thought it would, though. So that's fine.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know. Is that a Chat GPT making the Mad Libs?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was it.
All right.
We'll do one more thing here. I would like to see what ChatGPT could come up with if we wanted like some 80s style sitcom lyrics that were applicable to the podcast. What do you think?
Yeah. All right.
So let's prompt.
I just thought of that. The 80s sitcoms did. They had lyrics. The 90s, not so much.
Like, what's an example?
Well, the 80s like described the situation. Yeah, the 90s might have had songs, but they weren't descriptive of the situation.
But most of them didn't have lyrics, though. I mean, look at the big boys. Look at Family Matters. Look at Full House. Look at... Oh, no, they did have lyrics, didn't they?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
That's what I'm asking. Like, what's an example of an 80s sitcom that had, like, a descriptive intro?
Golden Girls.
Thank you for being a friend.
Yeah, that wasn't descriptive.
Yeah.
Kind of was.
I mean...
Growing Pains.
Like Mary Tyler Moore.
Alan Thicke. That was
Small Wonder.
70s, I
We
think.
talked about that last.
But it was a little descriptive.
Gidget. The Flying Nun. That's what it was called. Whew. Really, this is what this is called is us killing time while Rob does all the homework for the show. That's what this is called.
I was trying to get something.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, Fresh Prince. Yeah, that is. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air lays right out.
Okay, I see now.
Yeah.
That's a good example. That helps. Okay, that helps with context.
That's not really giving us anything good, so we're just going to bail on that. But you know what we are going to close out the show with is a song.
Okay.
How about that?
I like it. I like it.
We haven't done that in a while.
If we're not going to make a song, we're going to listen to a song. We're allowed to listen to this song.
Okay. I'm afraid.
This song was recently written by 2 of the 4 people here. What do you think about that?
All right. I don't think I'm one of the 4 because I haven't written a song in ever. So
did AI have any help writing the song?
As possible.
All right. I don't know.
I'm confused.
I know. I'm now scared of our own show.
That's the way we like it, children. This is a song written by Jim and myself called They Say Go Back Home, Where Do I Go?
That was a good one.
Oh God. Okay. How long ago was this penned?
This week.
Oh,
this
okay.
was when we invited you to come over and write Fort songs or Fort stuff.
Okay, Fort stories.
The blanket was getting stiff, and you know,
getting my own blanket stiff. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, what? No, let's listen to this. They say go back home, but where do I go? Okay,
yeah. It's a classic, instant classic, not underrated at all.
One of these was pretty good. I don't remember which one it was, so we'll just start with this one, and hopefully it's not too loud. I don't know. Let's see.
You're good. You're good.
They say go back home, but where do I go? I'm gonna save in the dust, this is all I know. They call me illegal, they call me unsafe. But the land I walk on, take her away. They hide behind walls, they hide behind fear. But can't erase us, we're always there. Now call me a lily. They hide behind walls, they hide behind fear. But can't erase.
I don't think that was the hit one that we had. Let me check a couple of real quick.
It has potential.
Wasn't that one?
Ooh. Very thrashy.
They say go back home, but where do I go? I'm from lunch deep in the dust, this is all I know. They call me illegal.
Not that was it either.
This is the second one.
This one? Might be.
Starting out strong.
They say go back home, but where do I go? My blood runs deep in the dust, this is all I know. They call me illegal, they call me a thief, but the land I walk on gave them relief. They hide behind walls, they hide behind fear, but they can't erase us, we're always here. Build your walls, but they won't stop me. I bleed this soil, I live this story. You'll try to silence, but
you would put the song out and somebody would interpret it the wrong way.
Oh yeah.
You paint me as dirt, but the truth's in the shadows. Your lies start to hurt. I didn't cross.
So that was pretty good. That's what we did. That's what we did Friday night.
All right.
It sounded better after a lot more beers.
Yeah, a lot more beers in this song is
Super
rocking.
killer. We were changing the world.
It's alternate universe track.
We were about to release it.
Yeah, now looking back, maybe not.
Well, I mean, hopefully, you know, everybody out there is inebriated enough to think that that's the banger that it should be here live.
And if not, you'll drink a lot more later.
Cheers, Mailbox.
Beer's Mailbox.